All right, welcome back. You're watching Newsx. My name is Vineet Malhotra. Well, the Parliament is all set to debate Maoist Mukt Bharat on Monday after Home Minister Amit Shah reaffirmed that March 31st deadline to eliminate red terror is being met. In the past 48 hours alone, a wanted Maoist with a bounty of rupees 25 lakh on his head, Papa Rao, surrendered, and another Maoist carrying a rupees 5 lakh bounty has been killed. This is India's biggest victory against insurgency. The Maoists who once reigned terror in India's Red Corridor have now either been eliminated, and as per government data, 10,000 have surrendered in 10 years. A fitting example of this is the fact that the same Bastar, which once was a breeding ground for left-wing extremists, is today a place where Olympics are also being held. At this point in time, let me in fact welcome our guest. We are going to be speaking to the former DGP of Chhattisgarh, Mr. D.M. Awasthi. Mr. Awasthi, I hope you can hear me, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So thank you so much for taking out the time and speaking to us. So first up, very many congratulations. This is a great deal. Now, this has been a threat, a nuisance, which has lingered on and troubled India and killed innocent people for decades now. Your thoughts on the near complete destruction of Maoism in our country, something which was thought to be impossible at once?
I can first thank you so much for congratulations you have given. And like your question, January 2016, I became the DG Naxal Operations of Chhattisgarh, and that time it was very difficult. While I am talking to you after 10 years, March 2026, we never thought that the day will come and we'll be speaking nearly ending of Naxalism in the country as well as in Chhattisgarh. So that is the biggest achievement of security forces as well as the state, central government and state. They have done a lot, and we have really hard worked, all our forces. I myself have been into Bastar for almost a decade. So I find this day while talking to you is a very pleasant day, a very good day. Like we are now in a position to say that Naxalism is over in the country and in the area.
So the government wanted a multi-pronged Samadhan strategy, which was about security and development as well. That came later. But according to you, what was the biggest challenge logistically hunting these people down?
Actually, the geographical challenge was much more in Bastar. The terrain was, say, Bastar is 40,000 square kilometers, full of dense forest and valleys and all those areas. Naxals have dominated those areas since long. They entered in this part of Madhya Pradesh, then Madhya Pradesh in 90s, and captured the areas which were in dominant situation. Security forces came late. They were gradually, state police was less in number. CRPF and BSF, when they came gradually. And for them also a challenge was geography as well as the local language and population, which was not very supportive. So all those things led to, winning situation for the Naxals till we can say 2014 or 15. But last 10 years, there have been tremendous changes. Security forces have done well. They fought well, and though we had a lot of sacrifices, people have martyred, but Naxals got a major jolt of security forces. And in the last 2 years, after Mr. Home Minister has said the deadline is March 2026, everybody like a mission mode, they had fought, and the result is in front of everybody.
So there is also a lot of credit to be given to solutions which are more than related to security. It's the infrastructure and development also. 12,000 kilometers of roads have been built. There were a lot of vacuums in Bastar, as you said, which were hard to navigate. They were also plugged in. So development and infrastructure is also something that has played a big part in making sure that the security forces are on top of their game.
Yeah, bilkul. I was myself a managing director of Police Housing Corporation in 2012, December. and we made a lot of all police stations and barracks where the security forces are now stationed and they are fighting the battle. They were made in laws 2013, 14 and 15. Lots of roads were made. The contractors were given security. And 2016, 17, 18, major roads were constructed and the whole Bastar was given the communication wise, it was almost in 2018, while December 2018, when there were assembly elections, we could see that roads were everywhere. So all these factors, I mean, we should give credit to all those contractors and engineers and people who have made the infrastructure, because without infrastructure, the fight was not easy. And I have seen those 6 years I was Naxal Operation DG as well as Managing Director of Police Housing Corporation, which was making police stations, barracks, helipads, night landing facilities, all those things. So you are very rightly pointed out, those infrastructure was very important for in this battle.
So what are some of the remaining challenges that you feel are still there? A lot of Maoist presence is found in dense jungles and forests as well, and sometimes they are hard to track down. What is the remainder of the problem that you see that needs to be addressed as well, though most of it has been taken care of?
See, the operations should continue to search those people who are still absconding and they are hiding somewhere, number one. And the development program should be started immediately after March 2026. We need eliminate those factors which were responsible for the development of Naxalism in Bastar or in other Naxal affected areas of the country, like tribal exploitation here and not reach of the government. The image of government machinery was like a exploiter. So it has to be a very transparent administration, development oriented administration, employment, education and health and sanitation. These all things Bastar requires. So I think that is a major challenge, as well as the remaining security options.
Mr. Awasthi, thank you so much, sir, for speaking to us. I appreciate your time, sir.